You are Daddy Pascal.
Daddy Pascal.
I am your cool slutty daddy.
Pedro Pascal is a self-proclaimed daddy. He even says being a daddy is a state of mind.
A daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying?
He's definitely got the father figure thing down in The Last of Us. But the Twitter sphere and beyond has made a real daddy out of Pedro.
I've been a daddy for a couple of years and I'm already older, Dad?
Yeah.
We might as well call him Padre Pascal, because he's taking us to church. Yes, Daddy, please.
I don't even have any kids.
And there's no one I would like to receive my daily bread from more than a man who has won over fan fiction enthusiasts in not one, not two, but 3 legendary hit titles. I'm talking about Game of Thrones, Star Wars, and now The Last of Us. Holy smokes!
You're so father, period!
I mean, only Daddy can take us from novel turned series to movie turned series to video game turned series, I'm sensing a trend here, and be good, nay, great in all of them. Ignore for a moment that we as a society seem to be incapable of digesting an original piece of fiction, but hey, Pascal's distinctive facial hair seems to be trimmed in a pattern set to mesmerize all of us viewers.
Some consider your mustache to be iconic.
In The Mandalorian, it's just his voice that entrances us into believing that his performance transcends criticism of the actual show.
People have the hots for The Mandalorian with or without seeing his face. I mean, it's like the charisma, the voice.
You're making that up.
But what trait doth a daddy make? Well, you can bet your friend's father's namesake that Game of Thrones Pascal combines nudity and baton twirling for the win. I mean, look at this guy go. I don't think Rydell High even has a band leader that talented. But forget his insane twirling skills for like just 1 second, because he says some really important stuff here regarding the character seeking vengeance.
Raped her! You murdered her! You killed her children!
And we're always on the side of a character seeking revenge for his loved ones, the pillaged women and children of Martell's past. So even though he gets completely ravaged here, Big Daddy points for Pedro. Itty baby daddy was just a dada until he got tapped for The Mandalorian.
John ever say, "We want you to play a space cowboy daddy"?
Wizard.
And honestly, we don't see him that much in The Mandalorian, so we gotta chalk it up to, people asking if he's a space cowboy daddy or something.
I don't think I've ever heard John say daddy.
Because, even though we don't see Pascal's face, people still think of him this way.
Are you more comfortable with Dadalorian or Man Dadlorian?
Man Dadalorian. Dadalorian.
So, daddy points for just being in a Star Wars sequel that loads of dads drool over because they saw it with their own daddies.
I'm your daddy.
And speaking of daddies hanging with daddies, Pascal has this whole thing with Oscar Isaac. Like, who is more of a daddy?
I'm a bigger daddy than him. I'm older than him. Although he's a real daddy. He's got kids and I don't.
So again, what the heck is a daddy anyway? Not just a baton-twirling hot man space cowboy, but also someone with children. Or someone who has driven fans of The Last of Us crazy as a father figure, aka Joel Miller. In the legendary game that turned series, Joel, who's lost his own kid and wife, eventually runs into Ellie Williams, a girl who sadly lost her parents. And in classic storytelling, when a young woman loses her parents in a dystopian universe, there's always a man seeking epic character changes that can only happen through finding a new purpose. A new family to become the new de facto daddy for. And he seals the deal when he defends Ellie, heroically I might add, from her own stupid mistakes time and time again. Classic teenager mistakes. We all do stupid stuff as kids, but as long as daddy is around, everything's going to be alright.